Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. So as you can see there, I'm setting my Fitbit, and this is going to measure my heart rate whilst I do this 1 mile run. So this was actually done a few days ago after I failed the 320 kilo or 705 pound attempt. So as you can see there, I'm setting the machine. It's in kilometres. So I'm testing myself to do a 1 mile run to see how fast I can run a mile. But because the machine is in kilometres, as you see, I've already started there. I put my weight in as 149 kilos, and I put the time as 20 minutes. I mean, I was confident I could do it in under 20 minutes, and I did. But I thought I'd just put 20 minutes in just as an arbitrary figure, because obviously when I get to a mile, I'm going to stop the machine. So as you can see, I've took it up to about 15. Now because it's in kilometres, as you can see, I've done 0.15 kilometres so far. So in order to do a mile, I need to do 1.61 kilometres. Once I've done that, then I know that I've done a mile. So this was actually quite easy to start with. Now as a strongman, I don't run. I don't normally run. Being 23.5 stone, it's not good for me. I usually leave running to the smaller guys, but I like to occasionally do a 1 mile run just to test my fitness. As you can see here, I'm slowing the machine down now. So the way that I do this is I run as fast as I can, and then when I can't take it anymore, I just reduce it down to walking speed. As you can see now, I'm down to 5.5 kilometres, which is just over 3 miles an hour. So 1 mile is 1.61 kilometres. So I'm almost 1/5 of the way there. But yeah, I like to. I mean, as a strongman, I normally use the rowing machine, and I'll normally do like a 2k row, and that's a very good way to test my fitness without hurting myself too much. Because every time I run, my back is just in bits. And there was no change to that here. It's actually been quite a long time since I've done a run on the treadmill. Like I say, as a general rule, I don't normally do it, but every now and again, occasionally, I'll do it to test my fitness. I was really annoyed that I failed that 700-pound lift. So I thought, well, I wonder what my fitness is like. I mean, I've got my fitness pal there, which not only tracks your heart rate, but it tracks my sleep as well, and my resting heart rate. And my resting heart rate is about 65, 66. Considering that I weigh 330 pounds almost, that's actually pretty good going, I think. Being a strong man, yes, I have to be strong, but I would like to have a decent level of fitness and all. For those of you that follow my channel, you know that I do quite a bit of cycling as well. Although with the cycling, no, that's not really for fitness, that's more recovery. When I go out, I just do low impact leisurely rides. I'm not really pushing myself a lot. So I think, especially if you're a big guy like me, running is one of the worst things you can do. Like I say, my back was in bits. I think I managed to go about, I mean, we're 3 minutes in, and yeah, I'm going fast now, but I think once I got to about 4 or 5 minutes, my back did start to hurt. Not straight away at first, but my back did start to feel a bit uncomfortable. So I've reduced back to walking speed again, and just over 0.6 kilometres. So it was a bit frustrating in a way. I could have done this quicker, but my back was hurting, so I've slowed it down. I think with this I had the fitness to do it quicker, but my back just wouldn't allow it. I don't normally get back pain when I lift, so it's kind of weird in a way, but every time I run, my back always hurts. And it doesn't matter whether I do it on a treadmill or whether I run in the street. I think the last time that I run in the street, I can't remember what my time was. I think it was about 13.5 minutes, something like that. But yeah, my back always kills me. My knees hurt. My quads really hurt as well. I actually did this run a couple of days ago, actually, and it's Sunday now that I'm recording this video, but this run I actually did on Friday after I failed the £700 deadlift. And because I know that this run is going to take a lot out of me, but because I'm going back to light again, I don't mind pushing myself a little bit. Right, so I'm halfway there now. I'm at 0.8 kilometres, which is half a mile. Generally in a lifting cycle I would not be doing running, but because I've failed the 700, I'm going to take some time off from lifting, so I don't mind this because I know I've got a bit of recovery, so it's not a big deal, and I am only doing a 1 mile run, so I know it's not going to be too bad. You know, I love to do cycling because I like cycling. I don't really like walking, and cycling is a good thing I can do to get a bit of extra recovery in, but without taxing me. It's much less low impact. Running is quite high impact, especially for me. When you're 300 pounds plus, the pressure on the knees and the back, it's just not worth it, to be honest. I mean, I know some other guys that do strongman that do a bit of running and all, but they're a lot lighter than I am. They're like 90 kilos, so they can get away with it. It's probably going to be a while before I ever do this again. Like I say, this running, it's only an occasional thing. I'll probably do a 2k row on the rowing machine as well, and see what I can do for that. I think I was in the 7-minute barrier somewhere when I did the 2k row. If you can do it under 8 minutes, that's a decent level of fitness. If you can do it in under 7 minutes, you're in really great shape. I can't, if memory serves, I think I did it in about 7 minutes 56, but I might have done it a little bit less than that, but it was definitely well over 7.5 minutes. But I will test it again to see where I'm at on that. Okay, so we're just over 1 kilometre now, as you can see, and my back was in a lot of pain, so I'm literally just walking. I'm even holding on to the handles now, which I really didn't want to do, but that's just to try and help. I just get a lot of back pump when I run. It's funny because I don't get that when I deadlift or when I do any lifting. Yes, I have hurt my back on deadlifts. I did hurt my back on deadlifts a few weeks ago, but that was just a silly mistake. That was with banded deadlifts. And all it was is I should have pulled fast, but I pulled slow, and the band just pulled me out of position and just kind of like jolted my back. Fortunately for me, I recovered quickly, and a couple of weeks after that I deadlifted 300 kilos for 2 reps, and it was fine. There was no pain at all. I mean, if you do deadlifts right, it's not supposed to hurt. You know, if your back hurts doing deadlifts, you're doing something wrong, and obviously I'm doing something wrong with the running because my back shouldn't be hurting like that. But I just put that down to my weight really, and I've obviously got some bad posture going on there. So yeah, running is only something I very occasionally do. So I think with this part here, yeah, I've now put the machine up to 16.4 kilometres, so I'm running at 10 miles an hour. But it's dropped down to 13. Obviously I couldn't keep up. And 1.25 kilometres, just over 8.5 minutes. There was a time once where I could run a mile. I think the fastest I ever run a mile was probably about 6 minutes 12, I think was my best, which is an average speed of just under 10 miles an hour. But that was about 10 years ago, and I think I was 19.5 stone then. So even when I was 19 stone, I mean, back then I used to do a lot of running, which in some ways was good for my cardio, but my strength did sometimes. I found if I run a lot, my strength suffered, so eventually I got smart enough to just drop it out completely, because being a strongman, I wanted to be in shape as well. But I can tell you now, if you're a big guy, running is not the way. I would not be doing running at all. Best thing for conditioning for strongman is to do rowing machine. That's a lot better. Stairmaster is okay as well, because you can't build up enough speed to hurt yourself really. I haven't done Stairmaster for a while. I used to do that a lot, but yeah, Concept 2 weighing machine is probably your best bet. It's something where you can get in shape, and it's going to have low impact on you. So that's something I really recommend you doing. So here we're just over 1.4 kilometres. I'm not sure what my heart rate was at this point. I'm just trying to get through it because I know I'm coming close to the end now. So I'm just trying to get through it now. So even this, here we are, 1.44 kilometres. So even though my back is hurting, I knew that I was very close to the end. So I just went for it at this point. I just put the machine up to a fast speed and just tried to run that last little bit as fast as I possibly could. And I ended up doing it in 10 minutes and 55 seconds. So to run a mile in under 11 minutes at 23.5 stone, I don't think that's too shabby. Although that's nothing compared to a lot of people, in a way I'm quite proud of that. I think for my size, for such a big guy, I think that is a decent time. So yeah, there we are, 10:55. Okay, so there we are. That's how fast a £330 man can run a mile.